Hello, this is Ahmed Ibrahim with an introduction to the Concept Grammar Program or Math for English. In Concept Grammar, as the title implies, I use concepts to explain English grammar. These concepts are based on the arithmetical values +1, 0, -1. These values represent the mechanism of time, which is the basis of the Concept Grammar Program. The concepts I use are universal. That is, they exist in every language. This means that you can use Concept Grammar to learn any language, not just the English language. Let's start with a simple question. What is the difference between native speakers of English and non-native speakers of English? Native speakers of English speak fluently because they stored the words and grammar of English in their subconscious mind. Non-native speakers of English, on the other hand, stored the English words and grammar in their conscious mind. That is why they do not speak it fluently. They think of the sentence first, then they say it, and usually with grammar mistakes. Now to another question. How are the conscious mind and the subconscious mind different? 1. The memory in the conscious mind is short-term. In other words, the language remains in the memory for a short time, days or weeks, before it is forgotten. The memory in the subconscious mind is long-term. In other words, the language remains in the memory for the speaker's entire life. 2. The actions of the conscious mind are conscious and deliberate. That is why non-native speakers of English think of the sentence, formulate it in their mind before they actually say it. But even then, they still make mistakes. 2. The actions of the subconscious mind are spontaneous and instantaneous. By spontaneous, I mean the native speakers of English or any language speak without taking time to formulate the sentence in their mind. By instantaneous, I mean that the sentence comes out immediately and without grammar mistakes. Now to the next question. How do we store language in the subconscious? There are two ways of doing that. 1. Repetition. This is how we learn our native languages. We hear, say, and write sentences repeatedly during the first 13 years of our lives. The language we learn through repetition, whether English or any other language, gradually gets stored in the subconscious. That is why each one of us speaks his or her native language spontaneously and instantaneously. 2. The math-based Concept Grammar Program. Because this approach uses basic mathematics to explain grammar, the English language gets stored in the subconscious within maximum 6 months. This is because by the time a child is 13 years old, he or she will have stored basic math by repetition in his or her subconscious. That is why the Concept Grammar Program works only for children aged 13 and above. Linking grammar with basic math will transfer the English language from the conscious mind to the subconscious mind in 6 months instead of years. The Concept Grammar Program consists of 32 chapters in 3 parts. The first part, which is on sale now, consists of 10 chapters. The second and third parts will be available in 3 months. The titles of the 32 chapters are as follows. Part 1. 1. Levels of thinking. 2. The mechanism of time. 3. The past perfect. 4. Verb components, the present perfect. 5. Continuation, the present continuous. 6. Verb functions. 7. Word order. 8. The passive voice. 9. Verb conjugations. 10. Negation. Part 2. 11. Interrogatives. Yes/no questions. 12. WH questions. 13. Tag questions. 14. The imperative. 15. Language styles. 16. Emotive language. 17. The past continuous. 18. Forms of the future. 19. The future continuous. 20. Conditional sentences. 21. The future perfect. Part 3. 22. Modal verbs. 23. Direct and indirect speech. 24. Relative sentences. 25. Phrasal verbs. 26. Prepositions. 27. Word formation. 28. Pronouns. 29. Adjectives and adverbs. 30. Connectors. 31. Contraction. 32. Definite and indefinite articles. To give you an idea about the mathematical approach to teaching English grammar, I have made the first 2 chapters of Part 1 available free of charge on my website, www.mathforenglish.com.